back to our channel, Soap fans. It is a fantastic day to dive deep into the absolute chaos and non-stop drama of Genoa City. Grab a snack, get comfortable, and prepare yourselves because we have a massive amount of psychological warfare to unpack today. Let's jump right into the madness. Okay, so I've been thinking about this and it is literally keeping me awake. I'm sitting here staring at my screen because the whole dynamic between Sienna, Noah, and Audra has just reached this boiling point that is honestly kind of terrifying but also fascinating. Like, we saw Sienna watching Audra get all cozy and intimate with Noah at this massive public event in Genoa City, and you could practically see the gears turning in Sienna's head. It's weird. Like, really weird. The whole thing is just weird. Sienna has been carrying around this massive insecurity for a while now. And seeing Audra, who is basically the human equivalent of a corporate shark in a designer dress flirting with Noah, just snapped something inside her. I mean, not exactly, but kind of. You know that feeling when you see someone threatening your territory and you just see red? That's Sienna right now. But then again, that doesn't explain why she chose a public gala to make her move. Usually, Sienna is more calculated, or maybe not. I don't know. My brain is jumping all over the place tonight. Wait, actually, let me back up. Actually, no. First, I should mention the history here, because it's crucial to understanding why Sienna is losing her mind. Noah and Audra have this deep, complicated past from their time in London. There was the miscarriage, the heartbreak, all of that shared trauma. Noah has this annoying good guy savior complex where he always wants to see the good in people even when they are literally showing him their red flags, and Audra knows exactly how to play him. She knows how to tilt her head, how to touch his arm, how to use that soft, vulnerable voice that she literally never uses with anyone else. Sienna sees this. Sienna is not stupid. She knows Audra is a threat. But what was I saying? Oh, right, the event itself. So they're at this huge Genoa City elite gathering. Everyone who is anyone is there. The Newmans, the Abbotts, the Winters family. The champagne is flowing, the lighting is perfect, the jazz music is playing in the background, and Audra is working the room like she owns it. And then she zeroes in on Noah. She gets entirely too close, whispering something probably manipulative, and Sienna hits her breaking point. Here's what's bugging me, Sienna's reaction. Instead of just walking over and pulling Noah away, or causing a standard soap opera screaming match, Sienna goes full supervillain, and I kind of love it. But I'm also second-guessing myself constantly because Sienna learned her survival skills from Matt Clark. Like, Matt is a literal psychopath who locks people in basements and blows up gas stations in Vegas. Sienna was married to him. She absorbed some of that dark, calculated energy. So when she decides to strike back at Audra, she doesn't use her fists. She uses psychological warfare. She walks over to Audra and Holden is standing right there too. Wait, why is Holden there? Probably doesn't matter, but I noticed he always seems to be hovering around Audra lately, probably because they share that massive, explosive secret from Los Angeles. Anyway, the point is, wait, what was the point? Oh, the confrontation. So Sienna approaches them, and she has this incredibly mysterious, almost lethal look on her face. It's not a look of pure rage, it's the look of someone who holds all the cards. She looks at Audra, and then she looks at Holden, and she just drops this absolute nuke of a hint. She vaguely, but very pointedly, brings up their dark past in Los Angeles. She doesn't scream it. She doesn't pull out a file of printed evidence. She just says enough to let them know that she knows. Or at least, she wants them to think she knows. And the reaction, oh my god, the reaction was cinematic. Audra, who is literally never rattled, who can stare down Victor Newman without blinking, just goes completely pale. And Holden, let's talk about Holden for a second because his psychology right now is a complete mess. I think it was episode 12 or 13. Somewhere around there where we found out about the dead art dealer, Richard? Remember, Holden punched him to protect Audra. Richard hit his head, and he died. They covered it up. Plus, there's the whole secret baby thing they had in LA. So when Sienna drops the Los Angeles bomb, Holden must be having a literal internal heart attack. He just found out Malcolm Winters is his biological father. He's trying to build a relationship with Lily and Devon. He's trying to be a good guy for Claire Newman. If a murder cover-up or a secret baby scandal comes out, his entire new life in Genoa City is over. He looks at Audra, and they exchange this look of pure, unadulterated terror. It's brilliant. But wait, here is the thing I keep going down rabbit holes about. Does Sienna actually know the specifics? I mean, how would she? Did Matt Clark find out something in his obsessive digging and leave a file behind? Did Sienna hire her own private investigator to tail Audra? Or is she just bluffing? I mean, maybe she heard a rumor about LA and decided to weaponize it. But the fact that she didn't give any specifics actually makes it worse for Audra and Holden. If she had said, "I know about the dead art dealer," they could try to spin it or do damage control. But by keeping it vague, Sienna lets their own paranoia do the heavy lifting. They have no idea how much she knows. It's weird, like really weird. The whole thing is just weird. But it's also a masterstroke of manipulation. Okay, I know I just said the opposite, but hear me out. What if Sienna does know everything? If she knows about the baby, she could ruin Audra's reputation. If she knows about Richard's death, she could send them both to prison. And she chose to drop this hint at a major public event. The Genoa City elite are basically professional gossips. They hear Sienna say dark past in Los Angeles, and suddenly the whispers start. You can practically hear the murmurs echoing through the ballroom. People are looking at Audra differently. The untouchable Audra Charles suddenly looks vulnerable, and in the corporate world of Genoa City, vulnerability is blood in the water. And then there is Noah, poor confused Noah. He's standing there trying to process what just happened. One second he is having a nostalgic, slightly flirtatious moment with his ex, and the next second his current girlfriend is acting like a mafia boss dropping blackmail hints. Noah's brain must be short-circuiting. He's looking at Sienna like, "Who are you right now?" And he's looking at Audra, seeing her genuine panic, and his savior complex is probably kicking in again. But he doesn't know what to do. He's just frozen. It's like he wants to defend Sienna because she's his girlfriend, but he also wants to protect Audra because he still cares about her. It's a classic Noah Newman dilemma. He never knows what he actually wants until it's too late. Actually, no. First, I should mention how this affects the broader corporate landscape because that is a whole other layer of anxiety. Audra is heavily involved with Spectre Charles Media and Newman Media. If a scandal breaks, Victor Newman is going to lose his mind. Victor does not tolerate bad PR unless he's the one causing it. If Audra gets dragged into a police investigation over a dead body in LA, Victor will cut ties with her so fast it'll make her head spin. And Holden. Holden is supposed to be this new, redeeming figure in the Winters family. Devon already doesn't trust him. Devon is looking for any excuse to throw Holden out of the Chancellor Winters orbit. If Sienna exposes Holden, Devon will be the first one to pack Holden's bags and throw him out of town. What was I saying? Oh, right, the aftermath of the confrontation. So Audra and Holden, these two incredibly confident, manipulative people, literally just flee. They run away. They excuse themselves and bolt for the exit because they can't maintain their composure. And Sienna is left standing there with this triumphant, smug smile on her face. She won the battle. She marked her territory and she sent the predators running. But is she winning the war? I keep second-guessing this because Audra is not someone who just takes a hit and walks away. Audra is going to retaliate. If you poke a bear, the bear bites back. And Audra is a very well-dressed, very ruthless bear. Sienna might have felt powerful in that moment, but she just made herself a massive target. Audra is going to dig into Sienna's past. She's going to use every resource at Newman Media to destroy Sienna. Or maybe not. Maybe Audra is too panicked about the LA secret to fight back. But then again, that doesn't explain why Audra always manages to land on her feet. She survived the Tucker McCall mess. She survived the Newman corporate musical chairs. She's a survivor. I keep comparing this to old storylines. Remember when Phyllis exposed Danny Romolodi's secrets? Or when Victor would drop these cryptic hints at parties just to watch people squirm? It feels very classic Y&R, but with a modern, messy twist. Sienna is playing a dangerous game. She thinks she's protecting her relationship with Noah, but she might actually be driving him away. Noah hates drama. He left Genoa City for London specifically to escape the Newman family drama. Now his girlfriend is starting public feuds at galas. Noah might look at Sienna's triumphant smile and see shades of his grandfather, Victor. And that is the fastest way to make Noah Newman run for the hills. Let's backtrack to Holden for a second because I can't stop thinking about his dynamic with Claire Newman. Claire is a sweet, somewhat naive girl who has been through hell with her own family trauma. She's finally finding her footing, and she likes Holden. But Claire values honesty above everything else because she was lied to her entire life. If Holden is hiding a massive, dark past in Los Angeles, and Sienna exposes it, Claire will be devastated. She will drop Holden in a heartbeat, and Holden knows this. That's why he looked so terrified when Sienna spoke. He wasn't just afraid of the law. He was afraid of losing Claire. So basically, Sienna just threw a grenade into the middle of like 4 different storylines. She threatened Audra's corporate standing, Holden's place in the Winters family, Holden's romance with Claire, and her own relationship with Noah, all because she got jealous at a party. I mean, I get it. Jealousy makes you do crazy things. But the ripple effects of this one comment are going to be massive. And the worst part is, Sienna might not even know what the grenade is made of. She might just be bluffing with a vague Los Angeles reference. But because Audra and Holden actually do have a terrible secret, the bluff worked perfectly. It's kind of brilliant. Okay, I know my brain is all over the place, but this is just how I process this show. It's weird, like really weird. The whole thing is just weird. But I can't wait to see what happens next. Will Audra call Sienna's bluff? Will Holden crack under the pressure and confess to Claire? Will Noah confront Sienna about her behavior? I'm staying up way too late thinking about this. But I just know the fallout is going to be epic. Anyway, the point is, Sienna McCall just officially became a major player in Genoa City, and nobody is safe. Wait, what was the point? Oh yeah, don't mess with Sienna's man. Or do, because it makes for great television.